Give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive.
Salute me king, salute me king, salute nice shop, yes.
We do give thanks and praise. You know, so I come across one of them do not detain information there, but it look like I lost it. I wonder if I can. Alright. You really want to share that information because it talk about the national and the different capacities as a national.
So there's breaking news again. The average African American. Schaefer, did you?
Nah, go find it. I know I did send it forward to Jaguar there, you know, but I guess them basically I talk about the national status. The stars on the passport card represent 5 type level of citizenship. Again, listen to what I must say. The stars on the passport card represent 5 types level of citizenship. Now that's what the problem is. The moment you're a citizen of these corporations, then you're in a problem. It's that simple. You understand? So this is why I must say, even when you're national in any capacity, you're going to still find yourself within the colonization. This is why we separate and distinct when we are say we are West Indian. Literally, outside of them jurisdiction. Now, my caption say bankruptcy and the implied pledge. This is where we kind of go share some information where basic. And when we say implied pledge, we have guaranteed, you know, the full faith and credit of the United States. Now, the pledge represent what I'm talking about, the birth certificate, you know. With that birth certificate, them make a presumption say you make some kind of pledge, you know. And guarantee, when I do the definition with guarantee, yeah, I gotta say it's synonymous with a pledge. And from my experience with my notice of recognizance, which is the suretyship agreement and the guarantee, you know, agreement. So from this I man, you know, start put these little crumbs together. So I man won't be able to speak from anybody else's perspective. Everybody I choose to do what them choose to do. Yeah man, so it's like they salute Judge Man. Yeah man. Judge Man link me and send me some information and I say, boy, you know, them administrative area not really lawful on these things. And him say, man, should I check out the Halsbury law, something like that. But true, me kind of deep into the things that me I do. Me not really, you know, yeah, me not gonna get time for do all of them things there. When you say Halsbury law or English law or any one of these things, I can't tell you say I like a nonsense. It's colonization that ones and ones speak that way and view that way and use words loosely. Yeah, man. It's a whole different thing, man. 'Cause all you have to do is look on what they brought here, which was legal codes, their legal standards, alternatively used as rules and regulation. So that's what them call law. However, law is actually contract where terms that stipulate the agreement of the contract are it of the law. Example, the Jamaica Trust. What is the Jamaica Trust? You know what I mean? And because we can read it, because it's written, it is an express trust. And then you ask, matter of fact, I don't need for, I'm just take my time, man. Just hang out. Yeah, I can just take my time and hang out, because I can't move that nonsense there, because these people with them kind of nonsense, yeah. This is what them put over in the mainstream for people. Run behind those garbage. You understand? It's either you're free or you're not. Salute Joel Jaguar. Yeah, man, it's either you're free out there or you're not. And most of these people, them have enough information for totally be aware of what's going on, but they don't have no interest. They want finance, they want money. And again, may I say, whatever exchange out there as tender and not really money, it's just negotiable instruments. It's better if you get on a level where you don't have to use that debt paper. You just use your signature. Yeah, man. But again, here it is. Yeah, man. The Jamaica Trust. From a notice from a start, get down to the level with these specifics, the American side of my information, them that shut down. It's like them turn off the people them from having access to the information on the mainland in a certain areas. I'm just smile. Yeah, man, because me I tell you, say this a Jamaica trust. I can't talk for the mainland people, because the mainland people say them get independence, and me don't know how them get independence and can't demonstrate, so them free. The best them can do, most of them are say them are national, and me show you where whatever it is, being a national, you're still a part of them citizenship. When I man say I renunciate my citizenship, that means I extricate myself from all of that nonsense outside. You understand? And whatever business aspect that is left there, which is my legal entity, that's when I try make sure me as the executor slash trustee, I administer that man. I am the one where I administer that. You know what I mean? Because I'm tell you that there's two sides to it. And it's like there is an infant trust, and after a while it upgrade, and then the two trusts then merge together. So we are talk about trust, we're not talk about no law, because there is no such thing. This is the deception where I beat everybody, I deceive everybody. That's why I can't follow nobody out there. This is an act, the Jamaica Trust Act was enacted on the 16th of September 2019. So I know this is my act. And one of the first words you're going to say is bankrupt. And it has has the meaning assigned to it in the Insolvency Act. And most people know what bankruptcy means is when somebody would have said, boy, them assign you bankrupt, or you can't pay no bills, or any little thing like that. We can't go into the formal definition again, but we've been there before. What may I try say? I'm going to look at the definition that is written here. I don't want to just talk. Because it's one thing when we talk, and something else when you can just look at the basic information. I want to go straight to Jamaica Trust. All right, here we have foreign trust means a trust, the proper law of which is not the law of Jamaica. So that is a foreign trust, meaning it is governed by different laws out there. And what is the laws? The law are the written information or stipulation will dictate that trust instrument. And we're going to prove it right here. We're going to prove it by looking at Jamaica Trust right here. Yeah, man. See, if it Jamaica Trust means the trust, the proper law of which is the law of Jamaica. What is the law of Jamaica? You're going to find the law of Jamaica in Chapter 3, the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom, as amended 2011 by assent. Remember the Constitution of Chapter 1, we deal with them formation. Chapter 2, we deal with them nationality. Chapter 3, we are deal with fundamental rights and freedom. Chapter 4, Chapter 5, you know what I mean? So we work with Chapter 3 because it is what has been amended 2011 by assent. And within Chapter 3, this is where our freedom sit down. Right, I said, Parliament shall make no law, and no organ of the state shall take no action to abrogate, abridge, or infringe our fundamental rights and freedom. This is what the Constitution secured. The Constitution even further said it guarantees these things and it is binding upon all public servants, public officers, all of them. This is why them have an oath of allegiance. So we keep it simple. Yeah, man, we keep it simple. Now we can probably step across again and work with this document here. We have what may I say, a certificate, the definition, a document in use in the English CUSTOMHOUSE, where it says no goods can be exported by certificate except foreign goods formerly imported on which the whole or part of the customs paid on the importation is to be drawn back. Now, it has said no goods can be exported by certificate. Exported enough. Yeah, man, them are transfer the goods, so them are use all kind of words. Except foreign goods. So what them call the foreign goods? These are them at the birth registration form where you say may have on the picture front here, on the caption there. And if you have a Jamaica birth certificate, you can just naturally take it up and look on it and make a proof to yourself. You don't have nothing to do with that instrument. That instrument is a person separate and distinct from you. However, by way of the hospital birth record, which is the birth registration form, before it become the bond paper, then use the hospital, the certification, and hypothecate it and get a bond paper. So both, you know, the infant trust, is there, or you have an infant estate in trust. When you say all three name in all capital letters, what we call it is an infant estate or a child estate or a picnic estate, but it is in trust. And we always talk about these things, but as we go along, we run into other information and we try to verify as best as we can, and we gain a little bit more clarity. This is why we say we are use a machine. We're not going to follow where Babylon lay out for slave. We are say F off. Yeah, man. We keep it simple. Now, the birth certificate, where you see that on the front, when you look on that instrument, you're not going to say man, you're going to say male. If you're a woman, you're going to say female. Now, just on that premise alone, this is why I say there is no court out there that can gain jurisdiction over I as that man. I now forgot in a whole heap of, you know, say legal jargons like me, an attorney, have tried to impress anybody. It's that simple. There is no court out there, specifically these commercial courts, can attain or gain absolutely no form of jurisdiction, whether personam, in personam, whether subject matter, whatever. There's no way, not over the man, but they'll always make a presumption or claim any kind of jurisdiction over the legal entity because they created that legal entity to operate within their legal society. Nothing to do with law. So even at one point when I say operation of law, even that is fraud in its construct. Because when we look upon information that was laid out more than 30 years ago, we find more clarity than, most aware mainstream ones then can present. And the moment we are dealing with trust, we have to learn what the trust is. We have to learn what the different position is, and then we have to know what is our position. Because me I tell us, the devil is a liar. Yeah, man, that accuser, that false accuser is a liar. Now, I just talk off for the top of my head, and I really I look upon the information for read, never do it in a second. Matter of fact, again, let me verify what I just said. Me I say, when them carry you in a court, and I really you them can interface with, because you're in a trust, then the birth certificate where you have on Jamaica, them call it birth registration form or certification of vital record. It is in fact what would I call a beneficiary trust certificate. Why? It is said when you're born, all right. They must say when you're born and thing. I want to share some information, but boy, means a man keep so much. I have them talk where all about in a notes. Yeah, man, but when I try to tell the eye them, forget the eye them clarity, so I make no man, alright, I can talk to my Joel Jaguar. You don't make no man tell you nothing. and them can't verify it. Joel Jaguar. See, my lord, no man no fi just tell you nothing and you can't verify it. Let them verify what them a say. This is why me I say, when someone says this law, that law, me I say, just be quiet. You have to know what law is and what constitute law. What them are talk about out there in the legal society is separate and distinct from law, really. Them can only deal with procedural process, put it that way, what we call them corporate process. It's only true them is not honorable. That's why we're gonna always have issue. If them a make a presentment or a make a claim, by law, them have to verify those claims. Them have to verify it. You can't just jump up and say you got accuse a man and you can't bring no kind of verification to your claim. You just have to say you're authority, so you just have to make an accusation. And when we rebut your accusation, on a double down and stay strong. That's why we're not giving no respect, and we will never give on any respect. We're going to call on a sodomite, and we're going to send on upon that any all that to come from. We're not looking no friend. My information and of views, my information I deal with freedom. You get me? So when we not get views, we know that people not have interest in a freedom, and that is outside of the system do for them thing for make sure say boy, you know, the information not go out there. But it's not for no likes, nor no view. It's a joy when we can express ourselves and share the information on this level. So ones and ones can get it. Yeah, man. Now, a whole heap of trust out there because people do them own thing, but me just showing a Jamaica trust. Jamaica trust now have nothing to do with the birth certificate. My people, the Jamaica trust I deal with the constitutional law. The birth certificate trust is a foreign trust. A foreign laws govern it. And this foreign trust is where our local people are administered. When you go and look through the Jamaica trust, a whole heap of reading, you go have an area where them say, I think it's excluded bodies. And when you're looking at the excluded bodies, it's going to tell you clearly, say, you can't be a politician, you can't participate in a politics, and you can't advocate in a politics. You're excluded from the trust. This is why you can demonstrate and prove that these people, where you say Andrew Oldness and Film Friend them a work from a United States of America foreign trust perspective, where them are the foreign trustee, or them are the underwriter for any little thing where you put out there. That's what it is. Remember two trust them I talk about out there, but what you have to understand is that when you're born, naturally, your upper and lower case are that guaranteed. And when them hypothecate the upper and lower case and make it all capital, and that become the surety. And that become the legal entity. That's where them can administrate and administer. Because you, the living man, is the guarantor. You are the executor on that side. You are the trustee on that side. You get me? And we are talking about just a piece of paper face value. We don't ever touch upon being the beneficiary yet. You understand? Yeah, man. So if the trust is there and another, you create the trust. It's created from a birth registration application. Babylon couldn't just make up that. Because you have enough people when I got born in a hospital and have none of them documentation there till long after them got created. And there was a time when there was no location like that. You used to have midwife where the people and come in your yard. A little lady where do them work, just come in your yard and, you know, help you out and your children manifest itself, and that's it. Later, you can choose to register when you're ready for go to school if you choose, or record the information. When I like come out here and I read from a script, just a read from a script, anybody can do that. But when we try to express what we read or what is there, then you get a little bit more clarity. And what I want to tell my people is this. Yes, there is a presumption out there, but believe me when I say, you are free. The only time you're going to get, caught up in anything at all is by way of the contractual agreement where you get yourself involved, and you're going to do that voluntarily, only through you not have enough information. It's like Babylon promote a thing where them say you have to register and you have to license because it profit them, because them can gain control. So them gonna promote that. But when me I say, yo, go over there so and link with them foreign people and buy your own private documents, because it is legit, it is official, and it is in place from about 1950s. It is in place before Jamaica get independence. And that's how powerful it is. And me I talk about the world passport specifically. This is for when you are free, man. Listen, all of these international powerhouse, like the presidents, even Andrew Holness, I guarantee Andrew Holness down here so have a world passport. All of these people have these things. It's just a secret to the common folk. And when the common folk get knowledge of it, then Babylon are going to spread propaganda to direct you away from it. I remember, them not want you to be free. And they will censor me for expressing myself this freely. And then you have a plethora of colonized people who have absolutely no interest in this information, only because of them low IQ state of condition. Them I tell themselves that enough for them. And me I say just by listening, it'll do something to you. You know, if you go to school, go read and write. You only one can hear. Oh, you can read and write. And you can go to church and sit down and participate and baptize, and you still can't read and write. So, sister, it don't have nothing to do with that. Everything to do with you being cognizant. You just get some light, some knowledge, and you just improve on it. And you just grow from there. At your own pace, at least, you grow. Just sit down stagnant. You know what I mean? With the nonsense information where you have where cannot make you free. That's why I'm say it's not. It don't have nothing to do with popularity. Nothing at all to do with popularity. Now, I'm gonna keep on a touch on the birth certificate and ignore the bankruptcy or too much information. Now, me I say the subject of any birth certificate we wanna see out there. Certificate of live birth, certification of vital record, irrespective of what it's called. The subject of the birth certificate is the infant or the child. And the infant itself is the asset or the corpus of that trust, established by the certification of vital record or the birth certificate. Them said the mother or parents are appointed, you hear this, during good behavior as trustee for the asset. Her name is expressed on the trust instrument. She is required to keep, care, feed, clothe, shelter, and educate that infant or the child. Should she default in her duties, the state will appoint or assign or designate another trustee. So the duties incumbent on the parents are explicitly spelled out not only in the Uniform Trustees Powers Act, but throughout every state statutes. Now, I just share them information that you come across it and I say, yeah, we can look at it from this perspective and it's not an issue. So we're going to look at all the elements that are necessary to establish an express trust are expressed or implied on the face of every birth registration form. It says the asset or the corpus of the trust is named and described. What am I going with today? And describe, it's named and described. Now look at the birth certificate where you have. You're going to see a big all capital, your name in an all capital upon it, and it describes you as whatever it is you are. Whether it describes you as a male, literally, but you know you're not a male, you know you're a man, so that cannot be you. Them a create them thing, and them a put you inside of them thing. And I tell you, say you're from you're born here, you're a citizen in them thing. Nonsense. You have to rebut that. Because those citizenship derived from the 14th Amendment. Citizens where them create out there, where everybody become persons. This is why I'm not follow nobody I say, because me I deal with information and me can present and qualify my stance. When I hear some joker talk about 5 stars, citizenship, and this one, yeah, citizenship meaning you're still enslaved. You're still under colonized, colonial, citizen merchant ship. Enslaved. Just a glorified slave, but still a slave. When you're West Indian, it's non-participation, non-assimilation. So it go separate, apart, distinct from that over there. I saw it going on people, but remember, that I teach we not need. Yeah, man. So when you learn, this is how it goes, a step by step, a step by step. Yeah, man. Now, them say the trustees are named and described. So that would be the parents, them must say the trustee. The income and principal beneficiary is named. So that would be the registrar. And the trustees' administrative duty are implied but are commonly understood. Watch me. But just share some information through we have make sure we have a lot of information where we are going to remove the contradiction from and put together what we want to put together and present it out there, because we are said this is a hostile takeover. We not come like how them want we to come, because we don't know nothing about how them coming and coming and coming. We have fire burn them. So any sissy out there, anyone on little fancy sodomite, I look over and I talk. We have said Uno can do what Uno want to do. Because Uno has been doing all of that for a very long time. And we have never seen no one step out here presenting the very same information that is out there and I declare themselves free. Not one of you gurus. All of you are the business. For you have some, me just say a thing with my brethren, and like the man I do a tune and the man I say, if you're not about the money, and me I say, oh, probably that's the entertainment part. I'm telling you, all me I say is this. Me have a different view of money. Me totally understand the bank notes. You know what I mean? Those notes that has been issued from the central bank, what we are called money, what them use as, it's accepted as a legal tender on a much higher level. When you probably do a little more studying, you're going to realize it's only a negotiable instrument. Why? Because it's, in fact, commercial paper. And you have the bill of exchange will deal with that and govern those things. You understand? Yeah, man, you have what is known as the negotiable instrument law. 1909, and me I said the law of contract governs commercial paper. So negotiable instruments are commercial paper. So what law would govern these instruments? Again, the law of commerce. You know what I mean? Well, the law of contract, not the law of commerce. The law of contract govern commerce, or commercial paper, which are the negotiable instrument. All right, we're going to look and say bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument at first extended only to merchant strangers trafficking with English merchant. This is what I'm call the negotiable instrument. You know? Bill of exchange. At first, it was extended only to the official legitimate merchants, strangers, who is trafficking. Probably when them say trafficking, them must say doing business, but you know, trafficking is a illicit activity. That's why I say the Road Traffic Act is illicit, meaning unlawful. And the traffic enforcers is an unlawful area. And we can, because it's outside of the constitutional law, it's outside of the trust, Jamaica Trust. Nothing to do with Jamaica Trust. This is why when you go to Supreme Court, which is the only court where the Jamaica Trust recognize, say definition of court, Supreme Court, because we have to function from a trust. Why? Because we have a birth registration form, which is in fact a trust certificate. Put it that way. If you don't even want to say a benefit, it has to be a beneficiary trust certificate. It can't be a trustee. You understand? Yeah. But remember, it's not you, brethren. It's never been you, brethren. It is a thing. It is the asset. It is the corpus. You understand? Because I'm show you so the document. We're going to express what it is. Say mail, and the name is in all caps. It's not you. This is why they can never convict you once you have a certain kind of knowledge and know of your approach and apply it. Not like a slave, not how they want you to. Are you crazy? Research Ashcott Insurance and you can find them an underwriter for most of these people, but it's out there in the public, really. It just have to take a whole heap of search for access it. Yeah, man. Again, Jamaica Trust is one thing that is talking about the proper law here, which is chapter 3. Don't let them fool you out there. This is why I say everything we want to see I go on a nonsense. The political body now have no authority, period. What am I administrate? Only the trust. Only the trust instrument. Them can't administer you as man, my people, unless you agree. This is why Joel Jaguar walk out of court. And all them garbage what them are do, we're going always push it away from us until them get a bill, until them insurance notify them. Yeah, man. So again, the record I gotta speak loudly and clearly. It I gotta show them not have no authority. And we can argue. Say you, whoever you are, claiming to be a referee, acting as a judge, has no authority to even speak to a man like I, outside of I say, boy, I agree. This is why I advise my brethren said, don't make none of them cow you down. If a sodomite talk to you anyway, challenge that sodomite right there in court. Ask him, who are you? Because them not demonstrate any kind of credibility. At no time. Why? They're terrified too, because them are conduct illegal, unlawful actions. Them are perpetrate fraud. That's why them called them courts inferior. It's not no court. It's a marketplace. And them employ, you call them commercial vendors. Them are the business out there. Them are the business out there. So the more meant we arm ourselves with some information, yeah, we're going to move a little bit different. Yeah, but you know, again, a step by step. A step by step, man. So again, the birth certificate does indeed create a named infant estate in trust. Yeah, man. And as the infant attains the age of legal majority, the trust may acquire other assets, such as an income, inheritance, gifts, etc. When the child reaches maturity, he or she will assume the trusteeship. You hear that? Them now answer the suretyship, you know. The trusteeship over the remaining corpus of the trust, and will have a duty to administer the assets and income for the benefit of the state. This is where the information is shared. That's why I'm saying I'm on correct them thing. However, again, the infant estate is one where it become the guarantee where them say them pledge you. You understand? This is why our instruments a certification of vital record, which is in. You'll find that on the right side area, your birth certificate, top right hand corner, or right in that right side area, which is the creditor side. But the instrument itself will tell it clearly, say it's called a birth registration form. Because what them do, the application where your mother fill out, the application form, for the recordation where your mother fill out, then take it, record it, but them hypothecate it. You understand? Meaning them add value to it. Them add money to it. It become a sophisticated financial instrument. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why our thing is so expressive. We have the real bond paper, separate and distinct from the mainland. The mainland in a separate capacity. What them a do, it not apply to it. You have some people out there, when you hear them talk some nonsense, oh, you need to go to get your certificate of live birth. And then a man like me that asks, and where them people get them kind of bullshit information and story, who tell them these things? Because them up on the mainland.
So just to inform you, as of yesterday, the Prime Minister made the declaration, they digitalized everything, and this is in keeping with the needs that are composed on people. As of April 1st,
Salute, Adian, salute.
1 year, after within which time they're digitalizing everything. Go to the RGD and tell them that you are requesting the certificate of live birth for you and your children, and it will come with a verification letter. But they need to do this before they close operation. We have a meeting Sunday where we'll discuss this. I think we might even put it to tomorrow or something, because Sunday we might have.
I don't know these people. Is a brethren send me them information, yeah. Matter of fact, a judgment. Them money, I like the warrior energy, you know.
Salute, rock, salute. Yeah, everything good, sure, yeah. Step on our works, still. Yeah, all things to the eye. Yeah, I know, sir. not have royal assent. So the source for this, and we can actually discuss this and look at it. But if I check out Halsbury's law, all administrative courts are unlawful as they have no royal assent and they do not conform within their coronation oath of the juridic person named Charlie or Liz. See? So, I can check that out and we can discuss that forward, or I can raise it to ones and ones for investigation. See?
Honorable, great one. You hear all them money are deep and thing. But yeah, I qualify them thing there and say, I'm on fireborn England and I'm on fireborn England law. Me a king round here. And my knowledge set me free and I go keep me free and make me free. And the same thing I can share with the ones them out there. And I go ask the item again, intellectual ones out there, what is law? Again, I will express what it is. Law is the stipulation of the agreement within the contract. We make it enforceable. Whatever the stipulation say, whatever the terms and conditions of that contract, those are the laws. If the contract say, hey, you should climb the coconut tree every morning at 7 o'clock, that's what the contract said, and that is the law of that specific contract. There is no other law what I'm talking about outside of where you have in the chapter 3, the fundamental rights and freedom, where bind these public officers, these public entities, they are bound contractually. That's why when you go into them court, you invoke them oath of allegiance, and that is them public oath. You have to be specific. When you invoke them public oath, them have to operate under the constitutional common law standards. You know what I mean? Them have to vacate them statutory federal legal codes. Those rules and regulations when applied to I as man. These are specification. These are distinction. That's why me as a man we get irritated. I man we get really irritated and say fire burn. Don't come in front of me when you're colonized. Come talk to me so I can share information with you to make you free. So when you're going to think autonomously. And then thing you apply to these rules. We are going like say them is all of that. And me I say, fire burn to the core. Which one can rebut me? Which one can not say we are live in a slavery? And what we see out there is called public slavery when these people move outside of them constitutional authority, a public slavery. And we should not submit. Because them play a risk management game. You get me? When a man like me not submit, them lock me up. And when them lock me up, I still not submit. And take away all my car and mash it up. I'm still not submit. And I'll never submit. How can I? Really? How can I? I can't submit when I sit on this kind of truth, people. How can I? Can't do it. You see, true, me have my victory right here on this island. And Babylon know. Because when I go to court, them have me come to court back and forth, people. Especially back in them time that a judgment, yeah, everybody run, flee. So I just step on my own and have to rough it out. That's what Babylon do, them discredit you and mash up your whole things. and expect you to just roll over and disappear. Go on side. But I am still here only because I am He. And everything where Babylon come with, me just have information for make Babylon know. So you don't have no authority. You're not Lord God Almighty. You put a big, bad, and ugly. I'm not afraid of you, sodomite. I'm not afraid of you, you sissy. I said, burn you, Babylon. Because you're wrong. You can fool the colonized ones. And that me I said, this is my spirit. Yeah, man, this is my energy. Me now put on a act, my people. Me I express myself freely. And they are them know when are bad people. If we was bad people, wouldn't they talk and a share and a teach? Would have wipe out people out there mercilessly. And we would have been the type where one couldn't catch. We are not the type where one can catch in a drag net. One wouldn't have to send come call with. I keep telling her that. We will come to one. Because on a big police station all about. One wouldn't have to come. Hey, you wanted? As one call my name and say, Linton Dollars, you're a person of interest. You better come to the 100 man. Away I said, man, by nightfall, me there 100 man, I lit up that man. One wouldn't have to look for me. Me I come. I would have one running like thief. One go bad. When you not cheat. You know what I mean? That's how one bad. Because you not cheat. Use law, no? Yeah, man, because you have to have a warrant where proper for to serve it upon the people and where you choose to engage with. You know, you can't just walk in a people house and do what you want, when you want, and then your whole legal society back you, and then brand whomever the victim is as outlaws, as criminals. When uno are the outlaw, the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom is there and it dictates all the written laws. And you sodomites out there don't follow it. You hide it. You say you want to circumvent it. You want some cross-dressing sissies. You sissies. I talk about you want to rearrange it and create law where suit you criminals out there. Now go out some of we read just a little bit. And some of we can write. Yeah, you see if they are them ever say Joel Jaguar see writing. Boy, I say Joel Jaguar I do him thing and I was so impressed when I see how the man penmanship I go on. I have to say yeah. Because I say other people writing and it's a true source, them not make no effort. And I remember when me used to write and share, once you used to start write, like how me write, start copy on me write. And it's not a bad thing. Kind of like me and a big bad writer, not like that, but I write a little bit, like pen and paper, a little bit. Yeah, man. And I remember me then, one of them federal lockup there. This I when them give me a Bureau of Prison number. Babylon not easy, They give me a Bureau of Prison number. I'm there in them law library. And when them white boy there, what them call the cracker them, when them see me on me alright, the man stop and say, this excitement the man create for me. The man say, man, you right like you tight. God, them expect everybody to dumb. And then through them time them knock you up and, you know what I mean? And just quiet. When them see me right, problem is so when I start push paperwork and judgment in that place, because me did just, them have to transfer me from one place because I mash it that well. I just get the assistant warden arrested, literally. Literally, feds come lock him up in that place, embarrassing. So them really never want me there so no more. So them shift me up, and carry me going to one real prison, big bad place. That's what them said. And the first time me going there, I guess them would have said me get in a trouble. Yeah, man. Because them a tell me, say me if do all kind of thing when me I say, I want who not talk to? Yeah, man. After me already got through the process where them strip you naked and give you some clothes for, prison clothes and think, what that's so now you have to have uniform, khaki prison clothes and wear. Can't remember the name of that place. Hold on. I can't remember the name of that place. There's one of the name. See it up? The Bureau of Prison number not ever left you. I'm always punching that. Just like once you use the phone in a them federal facility, anywhere you're there in the world, your voice is on them database. Them not have to do much. A computer can just bring it up on your image. So all of you will love talk and when you talk and sound bad and police come right on the foot, I show you have low IQ. Because every day you hear them talk about technology and I guess you don't understand what it means. That's why I tell my ones and me, you not get me going on no criminality. People, if them ever hear it, them a tell about me a criminal and me got broke house or me got plan to do. A lie them a tell people. Lie. Yeah, man. Because we no need for exist. I got through some changes where me not have it none at all and me flourish. So me know now what uno a fight for. Peace of mind is actually treasure. And I don't think I've ever heard that phrase, expressed that way. But yes, our peace of mind is our treasure. It's actually treasure. Yeah, man. May I look on the news and see a man get, I don't know if them exaggerate, because I really never click for hear the news. Some man in a pro box on the road out there get about, them say, 70 warhead in them body. I'm like, somebody never just upset. That are not even message. That are not even overkill. That are something different. Yeah, man, that are just something else. And you have to wonder, how well a man that could have do or get into? Really? It crazy out there, man. Really crazy out there, man. Yeah, man. I'm like when me go out there, it's like me not. When you see me I move out the road, it's like me in a different world, people. Believe it. Yeah, man. It's like me in a different world. Yeah, man. I just move in a little space where I just give thanks for the little space there. That's why I can't rock with too much people or everybody. I can't. But everybody now share the same energy. I'm gonna do a video I'm gonna talk about parasite. Hey, I know that hurt some people to them core kind apply in all different kind of ways. It apply to the people and we are family member, we are just real parasites. Some of them is so sickening. I'm glad me not have them problem there. Wanna see my little location? I wanna hear when me there on live, wanna hear no noise. They don't go noise me if you have some children I run around and me not even children I run around. I don't think they're peace of mind. One man gets 70 shot a year, so that man there is some big top millionaire. He probably have more money than the shot we get. You understand? But I'm quite sure never have no peace of mind. That's why I don't want to have out there and a chase. You understand? Yeah, man. But quick to come out there come say, me not have money, man. I'm there, them know that. Put more people them know me well a long time. I kind of cool off for the running because me I say more, you know, I don't want to get too thin. I want to get a little bit fat, my lord. So me I kind of, because if I run 2 days straight, I just drop weight. I just get thin. Yeah, man. It's a rib book, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So I say make me slow down on the run. But the people that know me around here know say, sure, that man they are simple one away. And the knowledge what we keep. And at that have them baffled out there. You understand? And through the knowledge so simple, you will have the complex mind people. I said it can't be that simple. Why cannot? Why not? If me I go show you say this is my legal entity, and my legal entity is separate and distinct from I, the living man. Hence, this thing, this person is in the legal society. I'm not. Sodomite, you can't talk to me. Verify your jurisdiction where you claim. You can't. Because the very same tax law, the very same federal reserve area, them are going to tell you specifically, say, you can deal with a trust or you can deal with a trust certificate. And this represents an express trust. And because me are what them call the older yasa, me are not just not trustee. Somebody administer this specific foreign trust. Because this is the foreign trust. This is not Jamaica trust. So the foreign trust, yeah. So the colonization, yeah. See a true enslavement, yeah. And this entity only can be the citizen. You understand? And this entity are the citizen. And them esoteric breakdown here, Babylon no want to get. Not even the guru them not have this information yet. Because them no know say you're separate and distinct from the male or female. And pay attention. Babylon, when them proper on the island and I address you, them address you as male, you know what I mean? Them now say, hey man, and them thing that. Them not get trained for that. Because them in a corporate capacity. And them are enforce corporate policy. That's why we call them policy enforcers. Them not enforce law. Them are enforce compliance to corporate policy. But one thing say a law. Only two ones colonize out there. I wanna hate when we talk it this way. But me I say me have to just talk the truth. Me have to talk it as me see it, because me I say see it yeah. Now me have them document old, me go upgrade them thing for some of my warrior them. Me I tell you say me I talk to Joel Jaguar. Matter of fact, me and Dimitri for going on a meeting, but I think I'm going to try arrange a meeting with quite a few warrior. I go give the warrior them time where, yeah, because I want to link warrior Bahamas, I want to link the warrior in New York, I want to link the warrior up in Boston, I want to link Nantucket Island, at least a few warrior from Nantucket for the city. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know if the thing can hold so much people still, but if it can hold about 6, if it can hold even 4, we just work with that. And then the next time we just work with another group of ones. But the ideas where we have, we just got to express it amongst us and do some things amongst us when I need a big crowd. And then thing I wouldn't necessarily accompany, I won't be here at talk these days, but just I got to do some things. Because you have some people where, yeah, them serious about what them I try to do and what them I try to express. And then I find some of my people in some foreign region, all in some Russia place, some far, far away place. Yeah, man. So them have to have certain representation so them can stand up. But yeah, man. My advocacy of freedom, people, just comprehend that. And not forget rich. You understand? And not become famous. And none of that. And that's freedom. And the moment Babylon allow me don't even know Babylon. Babylon conspire to put me through hell, and destroy my property. And then them actually, may I look out there and say that I'm still a perpetuate and a perpetrate them public slavery. Babylon do that. So we have to just go and take our time, because a lot of things now going forward, I'm telling us, so we're going to kind of slow it down, we're going to kind of go about our business, really. So Babylon, don't worry. After a while, I lock off this and you not hear nothing from me. Not like that. You know what I mean? I might just mess with Andrew Holiness and the politician them by way of this thing. But this, would I share information and we'll leave it there and stuff. Because people don't want freedom. Right? People want financial security, not knowing it's a slavery, It's just a sophisticated term to say slavery, just like colonization. It is slavery. The moment anybody are govern over you and put rules and regulation for you, you know you're a slave. Because them are not God, I keep telling you that. They are not God. You understand? And these Sodomites have rules where restrict them. You people just don't want to pay attention to these rules that we are showing you. All like the charter, I call it the Freedom Charter. The Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom. That's where the written law is. Jamaica know that clearly. Now that me have my Jamaica Trust, where them enact on my earth strong, you get me? Them kind of salute me, but them not rate me because them a keep it secret. Them a say them a wait till me vanquish. And me I say no, they gonna live on. People are gonna forget. So needed have to come talk about it. And listen to me now. Honor, bit silly. Salute, my lord. Salute. Yeah, man. Good for see the man pass through. Boy, with us there, go and chant and not chop it up, And the invite there, But we know it kind of, they are them just a tip in, so they are them not unwind and thing. I don't even know if Jaguar come off of the road yet. But Jaguar pass through in there and I chat there, But yeah, man. I try express to the ones them say, under no circumstance, these Babylonians can attain any jurisdiction over you as a man. But they will claim jurisdiction over the legal fiction, over the person, over the straw man. Here it is. This is mine. You understand? The other day, I talk to a brethren and he ask me, ask me question, what is the, do you know this? Oh, you don't know this? I'm like, this brother are probably one of them brother that will probably watch some tape where me teach some other people or them learn from me. And now him come and try quiz me. Them think they are turn off. That's why I'm not waste time with people, Them think there's a turn off. Yeah, man, you're not gonna come to a man like me where when you go into my little YouTube channel, you can't follow. It's too much information. Too much information. You understand? You're gonna get mental breakdown and try to keep up. So how you gonna come and play childish games? This is when I go up on a restricted list, so when I call me ignore it, then I block it. And usually the ones that will not really support you. You understand? Because the one them will send a strength and say, brethren, I learned so much. But they don't want to loud it up, but see it as your strength, my Lord. And them one, they're the honored people. Because them sincere. Literally, they're really sincere. Yeah, man. And they always appreciate the effort. Yeah, man. That's why I'm say, nobody come talk to me for free. I'm gonna get upset when you persist. I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm not gonna be rude. And I know a lot of bad people out there. I'm sure I don't know might want to sit up on the road and take revenge for me after me diss you, because I'm gonna diss you if you know run behind me like say boy me a big friend. Pussy. And I me know uno. And I me a try know uno. And uno want know me. And uno want what me uno think me have in my head. So why not approach people like uno as some sodomite? You understand? Fix up on yourself, because now go to Babylon that way. When Babylon said visa, 100,000, pussy on the line up and go dash it where. When all enough says me a West Indian visa not apply to me and walk going to Babylon freely. Because you're land. But you're a coward. And I'm going to get upset when I call it a coward because it got to the core because I know the truth. You understand? Yeah, man. Oh, now go see me do it. Yeah, but my world passport, this mess kind of, it all you know and thing tear up, see, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, I want the world passport, brethren, I see it, because I'm going to be ashamed and say, Rasta, brethren, oh, you make the passport run down, so. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave them probably soon drop out. But I'm going to upgrade it and take 2 trips on it, man. Run going to Miami without visa, you know? And make a video and show, because they know this is what they want to pressure me, you know? They must say, boy, me always talk enough to talk. Me I say, go suck your mother after me, and you never sign up non-disclosure. Me I you sign up pussy. I'm an intellectual property, me I express. You think you can, who not say, who not teach this in a school where I violate any kind of copyright? Yeah, so I got SYM, quick and fast. Where? We not teach we nothing. We not teach I this. Stand down. That disappoint a lot of uno. Yeah, man, especially some of them ones up on the island. You want to see them a go on like them a smarty when them so colonized. And them love talk now about law. I'm laugh at them. Laugh at them, because none have done what I have done. You know, hear me say? A Chief Judge Chester Crooks bow down to I. Bow. 3 times. Freemason trouble. I mean, I respect that man. That's why I'm calling Honorable Chief Judge Chester Crooks. Sir, you have my complete respect, man. All when you lock me up, because the man come back almost about a year after, because you know them beat my body, not people. I go court till, hey, worse me. Me not gonna lie, me did love dress up and go court. Blood clot, I love go court. Every day me I go court. Jaguar, I have on my boxer, I have on the next thing, I have on my shorts, I have on my pop. I'm ready for prison. Every time I go court, guy, as me reach prison, I just undress and fold up my thing and top it away. So the one time I not prepare, boy, I mean, I might dressing clothes in my prison look like a real mad countryman. Me have to roll up my pants in my prison. Hey, yeah, me I tell you, Rasta, something else. But the experience and the journey, you know?
Yes, I. From 2019, they're about me I go court, man.
At the same time with I, right after you make 2 trips, you know, me and you link up, you know, so it going on.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I remember when they say when them hold you the first time them lock you up in a mirror, them shackle you, them shackle your neck, them shackle your ears and your mirror. So the man them out chain lock you down like you're one of them serial killer there. Up on them.
I'm a king. One night time, me even have to say to the BLE, say, only time me see man chain up like this in the movies. Me have to ask him, say, if this really necessary, you know? He must say, boy, think I guess he must say, treat me special, whether less small charge or not, you have to deal with everybody the same.
Yeah, but I mean, are you the only one in the lockup though? Are you the only one in the shackle down, so?
Yes, I.
And them care them with a draw. So why am I the all those that white guy and those white people over there in chains? Why am I the only one? What did I do? What crime have I? Another
I saw them bring me to the court, you know. from the lockup to the court, may I say, may I tell you,
As we
yeah,
go
man,
as we go along, man, eventually, you know,
traumatized,
we're gonna put them in a position for them look upon them action and make other people can assess them actions. You know what I mean? And then say if them right or them wrong. That's all it is. But we have to say salute the nature around there, you know?
yes,
Yeah, man. The nature share some information with me were potent. It kind of take a while because we that look fee from them time about me, I tell you. And just just having the information are enough. Yeah, it's more than enough. You understand? And when we make an effort for yourself, people, on the law, when a man, remember, say we're different. Remember, we're not criminal. Remember, we not gonna submit to no as a slave. We
yes,
know, we know not colonize a pussy. None of no foreign looking people not originate around here. So for no foreign law not apply to me. It can't apply to me. Una no God. You understand? And don't tell me about my attitude. Go suck your mother again. What
sir.
attitude? I'm a grown man pussy. Go tell your sodomite where you're having in your bed about her attitude, boy. And then energy there. You understand? Salute all facts. Yeah, man.
Salute.
And,
Hold on, I'm trying to get this thing fixed.
yes, sir.
I'm not familiar with this. Hold on.
Boy, they are them loud out them. I don't know if I saw me loud on the thing I start.
Man, I see him
Uh,
value get yourself.
I like it, man.
is it? Oh, wow. I didn't. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Why can I not fix my screen here?
Yeah, we keep on us, you know. All right. For me personally, me go always a challenge the system. Why? Because if me not do nothing wrong, you have to come prove someone do something wrong. You understand? And a challenge on a indiscipline is like them are gonna bring a claim against you. What you gonna do? Accept the claim and just acquiesce? No. You're gonna bring a counter claim. Because
Sir,
if a man come attack you, it makes sense for you counter attack that man. You understand? And all of
right.
these things are just natural. But then when you're presumed a slave, you better wait for the police to come really protect you or save you or take care of you. When you're a slave. But when you're not a slave, you have right to protect and preserve yourself. Man. And no man not to talk to you. And you don't even have to talk to people. A man can talk all them want, you just go about your business. And me kind of get to that point only through more time you come across people who are disingenuous. You understand? You go straight with them, you know. But them would just pretend to be straight and like them a wait for an excuse for disrespect you. I don't like them kind of style. So when I see people like that, me avoid them. I cut them off because through me not beg friend. You understand? But just cut them off. That way we have no problem. But true, me know sometimes when you cut off the post of them, it hurt. Because some people are parasites. Sometimes they not physically take strength from you, you know. Just your association and your presence, they must suck your energy that way too. So we have to just, as we go along and a balance yourself, we are going to change and the condition and situation around we are going to change naturally. So for the first, you're gonna start seeing things for what it is. You know, you're gonna look through the illusion. You're gonna look through the deception. You're gonna just look through all light. It's just a matter of you accepting what you experience or you reject it and go back to sleep. Boy, the nature now when we come across this Jamaica act, it was something
Mm.
else. It was something else. Cause you hear people talk about trust, but I tell you, So you have express trust, you have implied trust. Express trust is written, and we are looking for the written trust, right? And the implied trust abstract. You understand?
Abstract, spoken. Yeah.
All right. Now, most of we always in other words, it's a true the over there, so it's a different jurisdiction from around here, yeah, my lord. You see the things that we apply to the ones that over there, so it not apply. When you look on our instrument, it's so expressive. Let me tell you something. You see, when you see Jamaica yourself, it's a secret never let out now.
Ooh, no. No.
Watch this. You know, so this is a state. Because this attached to the Massachusetts Business Trust. This attached to Fidelity. Because me going at the Fidelity, me go see the information and learn the things I want to learn. And Fidelity is a financial institution or a stock holding company. You understand? And this represents land, my people. As much as it there on paper, it represents land. This is why it's housed in the county recorder where them keep your land title and your deeds and all of these property. And remember, you know, see that it is a legal entity. Watch me. You see the car where you have, you see the house where you have, you see all the big, all right, Vice Cartel own all kind of thing. I really the piece of paper own it. You understand? I really the piece of paper own everything. Okay, I'm going to show you my land title I have where it has a certificate of title, and I'll show it to you in all capital name. Linton, all capital, O'Neill, all capital dollars. Depon the title. Depon the land title. I mean, I'm not talk say you pay rent and rent agreement. Me talk the title. You understand? So the legal entity is the only entity that can interact and interface with. If you need to go to, all right.
Yo, you just connected all the dots. Whoa. Because we're so focused on looking at it like just a juristic person that we forget that it is a trust and that everything that we do, we're doing on behalf of that trust. Oh, my God.
And watch me now. You have one aspect of the trust, which is which is this part of the trust. Yeah, so you would have been a trustee. Now, you see, you have a part, the private part, because this is the surety, you know, the guarantee, the upper and lower all case. You, the living man, don't exist out here. You can't. The upper and lower case is not you, that's still a legal entity. But that is the de jure legal entity.
You know how I always keep saying, which contract you're talking about? Nah, it makes sense. Woo! Woo! Oh, snap. That is wow.
No.
Wow.
No.
It's two contracts. Yo.
Oh, watch this. In order to express the trust, meaning the trust is the two contracts have emerged, meaning the surety and the guarantee have emerged. This is why this document says birth registration form, but behind the scenes right here it says certification of vital record. Vital mean live. So this is a certification of your live birth record. This very
on my birth certificate, on my birth certificate it says certificate of live birth.
Are the same thing, perfect. But listen, you see the one where you have, the one where carry the value, and this have the value. This is why they must say you need to do all kind of nonsense over there. So if it's not on this, I guess this is actually a bond paper. This is where them
Hold,
on the stock market. This is where them trade on the stock market.
hold on.
Hold
on. I'm gonna take.
Yeah, bring up yours. Cause we're gonna match.
Yeah. Hold on.
Salute me king.
Honorable.
I have a question now after you and Dimitri finish.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Yeah. Unless you want to hold it still. We hold it, man.
Yeah.
Listen, the next thing that people not understand, when you're talking about authority, you see when you don't have this, the seal, however, bring your authority. However, you have to express it from the, you know what I mean? The public record or the probate court with all the dead things there. What I'm calling administrator general, something like that. A whole heap of information there. Look like brother birth certificate tucked away, my lord.
Oh, I got it. I know I have it here. Hold on. Aha. Put it like, I noticed that yours is legal size paper, but they put mine in letter size. Can you see it?
Yeah, man. Yours all right. I would love to bring it up. Remember, sit down at the bottom. Look if you have the embossed seal on it. See if you see
right here.
All right. Read it out. See if you can look through it for see. Here, what? Read what your one said. This is the certificate of. Aye. Turn on the front. Let me see. Yeah.
The raised seal. Oh, no, right here.
Yes, I. Oh, look on the camera. Watch me now, man. All right. Brother.
Yeah.
You see when I said this at the state, this is true and this at the paper car. You see the certificate, the actual thing what them use, the birth record. Remember that I go carry no value, you know, so that then that at the de jure, and that's how that be the guarantee. You understand? But at this I do the business. At this I carry the value. But them have an interest in this. You understand? That's why they administer and Ray. But you see, when you, like me, will renounce it and separate from this, them can't talk to me under no circumstance about absolutely nothing at all. No, when I hear me say me discharge, when I say me write paper and it's supposed to be discharged with Digicel, and them ignore it, first them say, yes, everything good, and then them probably go talk to Andrew and the gay one we're gone, and them change it up now. And them thing in a law, cause listen, you can't use a debt instrument to satisfy any debt. You understand? You have to use asset. And this is what them call collateral asset. You understand? Them want to say, at the child, are you what the asset, you know? No, you not exist in this. Cause them are not God. Them can't put you, the living man, in this. Else it would say man and not male. Do the research. Look,
I see it. I'm looking at it.
You have to look. You have to just do the research. And then watch me.
Yeah.
What you can do when you have your thing in your hand, you use a magnifying glass. Or something you didn't discover the certificate. Come start go over it with that, you know what I mean? And I say, what is that? So you just take your time and inspect these things, man. Now, when you want access, well, I'm not going to go into that still. But yeah, them understand when I say them can't gain jurisdiction over you. Yo. Your thing really fancy, you know, my lord.
I know. I just noticed that. That's why I was doing. I'm like, did you see the back of that?
Yeah, I see the watermark inside it and all of that. Probably mine would them one ever go on the
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, man. You can see the watermark in a mine. Them all kind of, I guess, are the safety features. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say, brethren, what are you doing with that document? That document look like it's a valuable instrument. Do you know what that document
Well, I'm gonna keep it right here safe in the safe.
You know what I mean? And everybody, when I go on Facebook now, you gonna see Jamaica RGD. I say, come get this, come get that. But the poor people, I go run, go register, but them not really know, say, are the entrapment. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when some warrior link me, I talk about birth certificate and them want, me know them just to learn some fuckery from some of them guru them. You understand? I want to apply the foreign fuckery around here when it don't apply. You understand? Because if me can show you where Jamaica Trust is, then what trust is this? This is not Jamaica Trust. This is the state. How you prove it? Look up in Organization of American State. Of American State. You want me to tell you the first bank what them bring around here? I told me I want to go too deep in my notes and research the Bank of North America. And it like I said, the Bank of North America was the first chartered bank in the United States and served as the country's first de facto, not de jure, de facto central bank. A lot more information will go with that, but they will take a long time. You know what I mean?
Now it makes sense.
And listen, that's why I'm gonna tell someone, you know, if you not apply yourself, where you think I go. You just gotta follow me. And if me just I tell you one set of fuckery and me don't even show me the way you think you go. You lost. No, you have some other people now who say, Rule 222, rule, because that can't apply to what rule can apply to me? Freeman, what rule? Your rule apply to who? Your slave. Your rule apply to who? That's why I say, when I say my documents, a slave document now gonna look like how this look. You understand? A slave not carry them kind of thing. You understand? Because the corporation out there have to use a Jamaica, what them call it? A broad seal. You understand? And in America, them have their own seal. And that's where the authority come from. But them won't tell you. They won't tell you. Where does that federal jurisdiction, governmental-wise, come from? It comes from the postal location. So the Federal Reserve that is there, and that are the private business, we are rape all of us. Because that Federal Reserve banking system, and then bankrupt the United States of America around there. And then come as the savior and the settler, and then create all of these things. So every policy where you say, a banking act policy. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that is out there, it's about finance. So the finance and the business part deal with the government. When they talk about law, again, the legal system and the legal code, them now have access to law. If you know law, you do what you do and come out of them court. And when them fuck around, true you know evil, you wait, and then you file a claim against them. When them can't, in first, them are going to always ignore you, so them are going to default. But them are going to underestimate you. But you have the information to notify them insurance people. You get me? You're going to notify them underwriter, and you're going to notify whoever present themselves as DBA. You know what I mean? And you're going to right within which part you want to be, because you're going to look on the maximum, say, oh, them can push out 1 million, but them have a next 5 million on the back. Then now, personally, with the pussy have, didn't have no car and no house and no. When wife look like, I went take her to.
Yo.
Donald,
That's the way about it.
I go and take away your wife, boy. I cannot be Nestorian king and bow out here. And I beg like me, I beg friend. Me I run them pussy up. You understand? Yeah, because the government never do nothing. Any day the government do something for me, I stop chat. You see me in a government hat. Me stop chat. I bear me if a Andrew do it, salute and if I the white guy do it, salute white guy. May have the flag them and yeah. Why? Because you bring a strength. You know, me tell you how I deal with the people, I'm gonna bring my strength. And when some people play with me, I tell them go suck them mother brother and I don't care. I don't care. Why? Because them not bring the aid to me. So if me live or die, honor them. You understand? So them can go. You don't need more than one, and that is you. It always starts with the one, which is you. Yeah, man, when I say people need crowd, and them insecurities, what kind of crowd? You understand? No. Show a man how to stand up, and a man can stand up. Show a man how to lead, and a man will lead. But if everybody are sheep, then where think I go? The wolf will come and take everybody away, and the wolf is the colonization. Basically, that's what it is. Yeah, man. So you have some time, that's why I'm talk about even the national. And when me express to the ones them say you're still within that colonization. I know it's shocking to a lot. You understand? Because it's easy to express. However, when you're West Indian, there is a distinction. God, no, you're not just a national. You're what is known as a sovereign American national. White foreign man can't get that part of it. And when you're sovereign, no laws out there, no rules, regulation apply to you outside of the golden rule. You make sure you can't do no wrong. You can't, what I call it, defraud no one, and you can't destroy no man's property. That's the only 3 laws out there. All other law not apply to you when you're a man and free. And Babylon know this. Yeah, man. One of the beauty about them kind of advocacy is when you choose to live lawful, upful, and a heal the divine creator of nature. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ones where have criminal intent and tendencies, them not really come over the side, yeah. The only set where we do that are the ones that will like money and figure them can use some of the information for the earn money. But criminal not really come over yourself. Because the moment you start get this information, you just start do everything with proper. You understand? You're ashamed.
Only
No, because you remember said, yo, they know me used to do that. We never know. You become, I saw you still now, shame. You understand?
natural.
When they used to vulgar and boisterous, see, you know, they must say, wait, I want to him. Who beat him up? Something wrong, he must be sick. No, you just a change. And you change for the better. But sometimes you will get a lot of resentment for that.
And when you're usually soft, you become firm and brave and tough.
And I want to talk
Yes,
about
sir.
here, sir. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Salute. Joe, I'm a general.
man.
Yes, I. Yeah, my king. The question when I go ask is just for clarity for the ones who still believe if them renounce them in a la la land. It's just like what I remember just ask the question. The question is when you do the renunciation, is it the legal entity that actually renounce from the de facto area?
All right, that's a beautiful question. That's a very beautiful. Don't move. This is all me need for renunciate. Me not forgot to a foreign finance minister because me have sense. You understand? Yeah, and them thing are already in place. Probably later them are gonna change up these things. Now you see when me I say me renunciate, remember you know, there's a presumption, sir. The presumption is that I the living man is not a living man. I the living man is presumed to be this piece of paper. You see when me renunciate, them can't presume I to be this piece of paper. Because I can show this and say, see it here, you see this? So you see how the renunciation become an official identification, my people,
Yeah.
with your image and your notary. In my case, me have a justice of the peace. And then me have a, watch me now, me have a house seal attached, plus me have the seal from the recorder's office, the organic public record, not no court record. This is above the court record. Now you see, this is called a certificate of fact. What make it a certificate of fact? Right? This will come out of the, you see it? Well, official. A certificate of fact is the highest evidence form. And you're going to any commercial court, the court mash up. And people, let me tell you this, Jaguar, I've never put this on them court yet. Me that save it. You understand? Because I know when I put this on them court, the court mash up, but me not going to learn nothing after that. That's why I tell you, I'm not there I try sue for this or that. No, me have some information, yeah. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. You don't have no authority and you can't get no authority and you're just upset. So you say you can't read, you say you can't write, but you can't get past me. You understand? And when you do not have the knowledge that me have on this subject matter, then I naturally remove your presumed authority. So listen to me now. Stand down. I saw you deal with them. I saw you deal with them. You understand? And you're not being rude. Hey, when police come in front, my police dead with laugh, man. Because from the start talk, them said, this young man that come from Mars, we can't deal with him.
He said Mars.
Yeah, man. And then you have some, back in the days, you'd have some real bright police. Them used to impress me. Yeah, man, me used to get some pull with some police and meet. And police just kick back and I say, listen, because me always tell them, say, call in and you know, call your supervisor because I know you don't have no authority to contract. And remember, police look for me, I think me they over Westchester area. Decent police, brethren. That's why you hear me say, me have a whole heap of respect for police. The one that will move out of order, me don't know them, and me not gonna respect them. And the police just ease himself and laugh, because through me get so much pull, the police look for me and say, listen, me not go call in, you know, because I don't want them laugh off of me at the station. I just want to know this thing. I've never seen this before. So the police are read with me. And this is how I know, say, them will know about me. And when I take on some police and, you know, reason with them and thing, you will have other police that say, yeah, man, you run to the sovereign man and be laughing and mouthing. But it's all in good spirit. Because I'm never, ever out there and I cuss out a police and belligerent. Hey, the only time I get upset with police the other day when this little cross-dressing gay police pull over my lady and give her a red light ticket when she never run the red light. Now, I say, boy, a liar tell you break me heart and I cuss it loud. Outside of that, once you can read and write and have sense, and then right now, which police are going to try to give me a ticket? How am I going to give me a ticket? Where am I going to use and give me a ticket? You understand? And now I'm going to have to give him lawsuit. You give me a ticket, I'm going to give you a lawsuit. All when I don't want to, I'm going to just give it just for the fun. Because I don't get enough warning. It's just like Nantucket. Those crazy people in Nantucket behave like it's not a work them I do. Them not employed. Them are a public entity, public servant with an oath of allegiance and bond. And me have an insurance, information, and we're going to put together a dossier, especially upon Kevin Dates. Where if we got pressure and put some claim upon that Ku Klux Klan member. Now, Pharrell Ducey, these people disappear. Joel Jaguar got a court and none of them are show up. Talk about it, Jaguar.
So I'm not seeing none of them. I see none of them. And
Them are style and pass it on to the state.
so
But in other words, because Joel is a man in tech, if when him go talk, you can go country and come back. Tell them don't go just walk, come out of them court, my lord.
yeah, man. After me present what me come there for present and them are going for them normal state to them a talk about charges. Me start pack up my documents them and cut left them.
They don't want no parts of you. Oh my
No,
goodness.
sir.
No, you
No.
see, what them are do is against the law. Them are practice public slavery when slavery is outlawed. But if you can't express it, then nothing not gonna be resolved. This is why I was saying we're not interested to participate. We not participate. When we put documents right there, we say we're not interested. We are say prove who you are, demonstrate who you are. You're not credible until you can show me say you're credible. How you gonna show me that? Present a document duly signed and sealed under penalty of perjury. That's when you're credible sodomite. You know, say all of our documents them have a seal on it, duly signed and sealed. Sissies out there. We are above on, but we not ignore it. But I guarantee when the judgment reach Uno and our family, it going to be an example. And it going to set precedent when we're going to have to correct on ourselves because the judgment going to reach on lawfully. You're going to have people look upon what one has been doing for a long time and them are going to create them own little organization just for on down Uno and indict Uno.
Yes,
We
sir.
have enough of them, Rasta. And when them continue push, we have right to protect ourselves and defend ourselves. And when them fuck with we have right to retaliate.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And you know we are fireborn, you know, so we have burned down every blood clot.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a boy Kevin them Bates so him a like he just want to see me out there fi lock me up.
No, well, him have a date with filmmaker, you know, so him can rush it, you know. Cause that's all that gonna happen, you know. Everybody really hardcore when them in them group. But when you hold them sit down and play domino, you hold them at a church and you hold them inside of them house. It's a whole different story. Yeah, man. But again, my level kind of different. Yeah, me a comedian, so you don't know me. We gone off on a whole different thing and beer comedy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All on one show. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. We just have to make the best of what we have here, brethren. That's all we can do, you know. Because at the journey, the sweetness there, you know. Yeah, man. At the journey, the sweetness really there. Once we reach wherever it is where we are trying to get to, then everything are done, man. Yeah, man. Boy, mad like me, through me now gonna stop. Me, I burn down everything same way. Me just have burn down everything. Babylon now gone away now, so I go always have sitting for, but I go and burn Babylon till Babylon said, me tired of that one there. Yeah, man. I make Babylon say, me not like me tired of him.
Me
I
nah
be
say no.
I be watch me now. I just truth with righteousness. When Babylon say come bow down, we are say Babylon bow down to who? Furthermore, Babylon, who are you? So we deal with Babylon. Verify anything where you say Babylon. Because you can't work in a corporate capacity as a fiction and have the audacity to interact with this true and living man. Are you insane? Something has gone very wrong. You understand? For the fiction, I interact with the non-fiction. Want to see what I go on, people? How can you be a non-fiction and make them talk about someone? That's why I say someone you're in mama boy. Who you can summon? You can only summon the dead. And
Yes,
hey, can aid you. Here is a dead entity.
sir.
Yeah, we put a we put a yeah, listen. Right now up in a Nantucket, I wonder what we are gonna do next. Cause them no one we alert. You know what I mean? The location we are secure them job. Cause the moment you cannot be insured, you cannot be employed. Well, not as a government entity out there. And the moment I write a complaint, Jaguar write a, and about 7 more we write complaint on Kevin Dates a judgment film. Cause I'm gonna go on 3. You understand?
Sir.
You gonna go on 3, my lord. And it them kind of thing apply to all public entities. Remember, you know, we in a slave. So what we are say, uno, we colonize, now go understand it. Cause uno go can tell with some colonized fuckery, but we're not interested in it. I'm gonna say the rule said this and the regulation said this. I'm gonna say, what did your mother tell you? Did your mother never tell you so don't talk to strangers? So why you make stranger teach you all that nonsense?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a comedian in here. Yeah, man, but it's the truth. Me can't have my truth and give her my truth for some guy woman I know. You understand? My truth is that I am a free man. Yeah, man. And Babylon, I said, boy, no, I'm not free. Me, I said, Babylon, what you mean? Oh, I'm not free. Them carry me in them court, so them are going to trick me, you know? I'm just embarrass them in them court. I deal with them so harsh when me I go to court, them called bomb scare. That's why anytime me I go back over them, I can't make them know. I just go appear. You understand? And when I say it like this, me I talk about the business office area, not the actual bullshit court. Once them say inferior, then you know say nothing now go on there. So it's be a fraud. It's business. Yeah. But if you're shrewd enough and you know have an idea about the business, you can negotiate your way out there. Just like how me are probably the only man on this island ever cancel a notice of recognizance bond and tell them fuck off. Send your warrant come and I'll tear it up pussy. And me do them thing about ya. That's why I'm not gonna get no view. Cause the smart, proper people them should have learned. Them I say me not like him, you know. Me not like him. Then oh him have to go on a bad man, me not like him. So them no matter watch. And me I say, here how me respond to them now. Fuck off. Same like that. Why? Cause when you're cozy in your uptown bossy living, me there around your broke. But then around a digital pressure, my hard me if you walk and I do live on street. So who is you? That's why I deal with them out there. So me a one when I want a friend. When never get friend, me know say are real people them. No fake sodomite, nah go come try me. Them are gonna say me no want a friend from him. Why? Cause he's a fake pussy. Yeah. He's a weak coward. Yeah man, I ain't on the truth, so you can't come round man like me. That's why I not keep much friend. The circle small, and I say it's small. Yeah, man. But look how much people in here me interact with. That means I'm a link big out there, man. No underestimate it, man. And we're lawful. We're not criminal. We're not endorse criminality. We're just feisty. And we should be. Because I'm not all man, not through my color. I'm all man, man. I'm supposed to be feisty. Fuck you think if you're gonna be a big old man and I'm gonna submit to you. They're gonna tell you, say, pussy, worried. Warren, you think me a one boy, hey, you kill him and put gun on him. Put gun on your horrid mother. You not go happen that way. It's Warren. Watch me. Just call me and see if I come to him. Hey, my view, just call me name and see if I go to any police station. Like I'm afraid of him. But that's how I make a joke here, people. Because me a comedian. I don't know I'm a criminal, so nobody not going to look for me. Babylon probably a laugh and say, sovereign man, we see you every day out there, El Shark. We see you every day. We know where you live right there's a sovereign man. So you go and talk. And me there say, hey, you go and chat. Come around here. Huh? Some Port Royal cannot greet you, Joker. And then everybody laugh. You understand? Yeah, man. Then which public servant we are my public servant, my slave them, me and them boss, can't come give me talk. You know, me tell you say a chief judge about to me. I'm not idle talk. I'm not cap. I'm not for cap. Me are the only man on the island where do the things that what me do. Yet 98% of the populace don't know about it and never heard of me. And right now, I can show no act what them create in honor of me, this living legend. Yeah, the Jamaica Act, 16th of September 2019. Joel Jaguar know what them time them day in a court. The record,
That is crazy.
I gotta speak clearly. Which other man in
That's
the
crazy.
earth a talk like this? Remember when I place document from public record an earthquake happened? I remember, and I did match it up Dimitri. You know, remember?
Yeah. We met.
So we humble them not take us serious. That's why I tell them say when we got judgment and fire, them know I'm burn down this place. Yeah, man. I will burn down the whole thing, man. They know. I'm gonna stand up right in the fire and now get burned. They all know that. In other words, you can't see a war will rage around me. Like how you see Spanish town and go on, the man are dead 2, 3, like nothing. And me that they right now the mid-side and can't get touched. Literally. Yeah, man. Come out and go run same way, walk, go gamma, which part me and go do it. And go back to the accident. And can't get touched. Because me nine. They not nothing to do with it. So not even a stray bullet. Can't get touched. Like we are live on, man. We have to. You understand? Because when we want to give our 3 points, we can't give it well. Most I not take it from woman. Most I say, what you do? A easy way you do. You mad? You let her hold up. Yeah, man.
It's an easy way.
Remember
I hear you though.
road me run pan and ride bicycle, you know. Yeah, man, and you know Jamaica driver them have low IQ. Cause I see police pull over, man, and say hey, Jamaica police pull over a Jamaican, it is not a Awakan, it is a Jamaican. See? And tell the man say, yo, if you can spell it, I-T, it, me I let you go. Cause you're wrong and you break all kind of laws, but you see if you can spell it, me let you go. And everything get quiet, so we are wait for the brethren to spell it, I-T. The brethren stop and them think, and contemplate. Oh, you. Well, the police, I want to do the same thing. You see, if him say, oh, me not stop him and say, no, you know, me I make him go on. Brethren, the man got about 3 letters already. I spell it in a 4 letters, you know. And then man at the on the road that drive. That's why I say, listen, and I like me two-sided, you know, but me I say, and them people you need the police for. You understand? For kind of say these people are out there and make a mess. You understand? You have to regulate people like those. You have to. You understand? Because there is no excuse to be done. That's why I rate some warrior when I know. I remember some warrior when they meet me, them literally I say, yo, I can't manage reading and writing. I'm going to say a joke. Not no gossip. It's a trick, them a trick you. Here, buy an exercise book and you have a Bible. And you see when I see that man start writing name and write, that was impressive. But for some reason, all of them write like how me write. But I don't know if I should be sure them say something. But yeah, man, once I'm right neat out there, say, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't make nothing be an obstacle out there, people. Nothing shouldn't be an obstacle. Yeah, man, there is no excuse. And I always say, there is nothing worse than an old fool. People you don't want to be old and, yo, I thank the most side. I raised with my son the other day, you know? And I tell you, I forgive thanks. Yeah, man. I forgive thanks. That's why I always I say for the warrior them we have them father and mother out there and thing, you know, especially when you're a warrior and have your father. Cause when the woman them go through rough time out there, you know, the woman them get enough break. But you see when the man them a go through rough time, we not get no break in the rasta. We not get no break.
No.
Side beat we until it done beat with
Take it.
the break.
You just take it and just go.
Yeah.
You just take it and go.
When you see big man have to cry, you know say something wrong. No man now go fool me and say them not cry. When you see big man have to cry, something wrong, man. But it's always coming out on the next side. And that's the beauty. When you go through it and you hold it, and you say, John, oh, the sun will shine again, and you know, why me can go link my cut and get in somewhere, cause more time and not even money. Right now, I probably go downstairs and my warrior, my brethren, call them money, I'm a good brethren, them money. You know what I mean? The cutter we just left her about, yo, me I live somewhere where it's so simple, but it's so beautiful, people. I'm telling you. Yeah, man, and me I try to share with even my first lady say, it's the peace of mind and that of the treasure. You understand? And a lot of people miss that part. You understand? I better me live simple on a little $100 a day and have peace of mind than have $1 million a day and stress all day. You understand? That's give me peace of mind, brethren, and I'm good. That's why I find it so irritating when a man like me share information on this level. And people through it up, we now put up no barriers. People come through and then get beautiful information and hear them now. But if you get it for free after, we never forget nothing. And we say that's why the information going to cheer you apart when you get it like that. You understand? Because a lot of them running out information and I use information only to realize that they're missing a few pieces here and there. You understand?
Yep.
I mean, I tell people, say, slow down. Look how long me out here and a man can't see me rush nothing. Because I love read and write. Yo, I'm not ramp with documents. You understand? I'm not going to throw up my computer in a few, so you know you're going to see documents. Well, I'm not going to publish the documents. Then. You just share it with the ones, but not for public. More time people just take the public document and think, you know, and just go use it and then get themselves in a problem. Yeah, man, and poor you don't even know, say, people are use your document like that. Because sometimes when they put information in the public, and the real information where we are put to the people, we change it up down to the terms used, sometimes change dramatically. More time I share a document in the public, and you see the one of me send off to these people, the structure different, everything you would even believe. Yeah, man. So you can't just run with what they did. Because I always I try improve. I try study. So even I present it, and then I sit down and I look on the tape, and I start do more research, and I see where I can correct and change a lot of things. And I usually do. Yeah, man. And I love it's just like how I can show you the Jamaica Trust. At the very same way, I can pull up the Insolvency Act and show the item. The Insolvency Act of 2014. And insolvency means bankruptcy. It's just a fancy name for bankruptcy. And when you're solvent, it means you're not bankrupt. It means you're a creditor. It means you're the guarantor. So when me sign the guarantor contract, it make me the creditor over that. You understand? Because them want release 100,000, them also then give me. You know what I mean? But them not giving nothing. And them want the 100,000. So they want me authorize it from my surety account. And how I authorize it, I have to endorse it when I sign. So you see, if you forgot prison and you do not sign, them have a problem with you. You understand?
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
everyone will go to prison. When them sign, it's their consent to go to prison. Me did have to go through it and go look to see if it really goes up. And when them say sign, I just sign my own way. And boy, the police them, because by now them familiar with me. Because them say, but you're not a criminal. So them not dealing with me like with regular criminal. So the police them say, we Rasta man don't bother with that, but you know how work and you know what I mean? However, if me did choose to stick out, that would be it. Why? Because no man can force you to do nothing where you don't want to. So if you don't want to sign, you don't have to sign. If you don't want to agree, you don't have to agree. But you just have to willing to live for it and probably die for it. That's all. Most ones don't mind are living, but them kind of afraid of the dying part. You understand? But true, we have some freedom. We not break no law. We not, you know what I mean? And me as a man, me a Jamaica #1 comedian. Nobody on the island know that still. You know? Yeah, man. And my joke them, I don't know. You have to go look somewhere far to find them, but I might claim that. You get me? Yeah, me and a DJ, and me and a comedian. So when I speak, and everything on the take personal or literal. So them thing they are my, them call it disclaimer. That's why no court now can convict me. Because I'm going to notice. Tell you what I'm going to do before I do it. And we're going to make a hostile takeover upon our own estate interest, that infant estate where Babylon merged to them federal, the surety. The federal, the surety is really the bank, you know, that's the money there, you know, that's why them create it and take it over there. So, you know, these people are now, Joe. Them know what them are do.
So if you copyright the name,
Say it again.
If you copyright the name, how would that translate as far as the trust is concerned?
Oh, you mean your legal entity name?
Yeah. What if you already copyright your name? Yeah.
Well, the copyright, I go always give that jurisdiction when I go into them legal society. Anything and everything where you do, you're in with them legal society. That's why I say, when you say it like that, me have to think. Because me a function outside. So you see, even when you say copyright, anything when me do, it's copy clean. You understand? Anything when me do, it's copy clean. Because when most people make a signature, I make an autograph, but I do it slap. In other words, when I write on paper, you understand? And I express the name, you will say Linton-O'Neill, $. But like when me are signing on my passport, you got to say Linton-O'Neill, and you got a comma or a semicolon, not the full colon. You understand? You just want the separation from the last name, from the family name, from the house name. So when I say I out there, I am just Linton-O'Neill. Because when the hyphen in between the two given name, it becomes one. You understand? So now them can identify you as that legal fiction. You understand? Yeah, man, them can't identify you as a legal fiction.
Oh, sweet.
Boy, you change the Rasta. What oh, you mean, boy, that even me know for do that mess. Because I would have put all 4 of me out there and do it.
That tell us me get kicked out here.
I wouldn't kick you out.
When I realize, Mr. say, you know, and Joel Jaguar still in the chat out there. So me I say, hold on. Oh, Joel Jaguar still in the chat and me get kicked out.
Yeah.
Say,
What
So
you say is another Joel Jaguar out there, brethren?
yes, I. So what happened is after me send actually what go on inside the chat, me try access it back and see me come in back.
Oh. Yeah, man, of them technical thing, yeah, man. I saw them thing, the government. The most important is that when we can get a chance to share some information of the power that. Now, hear them idea, yeah, my lord, Dimitri.
Hmm?
You see, through a function outside of them thing, me have all some warriors in some far out place. So me have them have to get them document here, fill it out, get it notarized, cause the trust law say when you're there in an international area, you can use them notary. So we when we down here, so me no use notary. Me use justice of the peace. And me no use justice of the peace, that is an attorney. Me no use those kind. Once you're attorney, you can't come from my team. You understand? And the justice of the peace, for them seal, if my seal up on the front, for them seal up on the reverse. You understand?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Because two seal can't upon one. You understand? Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
even this document, my house seal not upon this, you know. This are the county seal. This are
Yeah.
proof. So my document is duly recorded. So this has been, now is what I'm calling a certificate of fact. You hear that? And what is a certificate of fact? Which corporate entity I got choose to make an effort to rebut my document? Which one? And them not have my knowledge. Remember them not in a law, you know. I know a law, you know. And me a law, you know. And them know it. Because I beat them all the while. I'm not bragging, you know. Them just know something go on. Yeah, man. Them in a legal society. And me are the one where I expose the fact say it's a legal society. And we are lawful men and women. You understand? And they can only interact and interface. May I use my word specifically? They can only interact and interface with the trust certificate. You understand? Or the trust itself. Then can interact with you. However, because there is a suretyship agreement attached to this thing. The suretyship means you are the principal and you're attached to this thing. That's why I'm calling it an adhesive contract. An adhesive contract. You're attached to it, but you don't know it. You understand? So this is why when the judge say, what is the name? And me say, Linton O'Neill Dallas. And then look on this and say the all capital. He might go say I one and the same. But when me say, I am Linton O'Neill. He must say, what you mean? You understand? I'm Linton O'Neill of the House of Dallas. And I am the personal representative. Or, in my case, through me have documentation where me assign myself as who me I pretend to be or purport to be, then me can say, yeah, I am the authorized representative over this legal entity, which is a surety. You know what I mean? And me I operate from my, you know, say, infant trust estate. Me I operate from an estate. Because when I say all name, it is an estate. It's not just a trust. It's an estate in trust. Because it's an infant estate in trust. But people, I can't tell you some go to school go learn to break it down like this. Because I'm probably come tomorrow with some more clarity and be more expressive. What me I say, me no want a sodomite. We're enslaved. I come tell me them foreign fuckery. Me I say, here I am. Come challenge me right here. Tell me, say this is not the legal fuckery. What kind of all of that nonsense? No, this are the money. This is it. You understand? But them are gonna tell us, say, oh, it's a debtor and all kind of thing, and you need to be a creditor. No, it's one and the same. This is the credit side. This is the debit side. It's book data entry, people. It's book ledger, people. It's one of them It a say macro accounting. So if you don't like me, whenever I go to school and not too bright, you cannot tell you about accounting and I tell you these things. Something wrong out there, Rasta. Because I have no degree. None at all. I don't want none. Or my lady I said she want, since I love show off and talk so much, I just go do the bar exam, you know? And me I say, you mean, you're going to take the bar exam, yes? Because I carry at least 2 bottles of white rum and 1 of Vice Cartel, whatever. Straight to the bar, me I go. But yeah, if me take the bar exam, I just want, I probably would have to learn them a little bit of them process, but I shouldn't have no problem decimate them like a bar exam. I still wouldn't accept them thing. I'm not going to work as not I couldn't do that. You understand?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't want for them prestige.
I was like, what?
But more mine, I go through the course and mash it up and smile and say, hey, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. But my information advance beyond that. Because through me I look for so long. It's like when you go to school for 10 years. Then if me can tell us from 1993 me I look for information, then that about 30 years me I go on with myself. Not this specific information, but unique. To the point where when I speak, I come on an audience in front of me. I mean, I have no interest and shy away from them. Literally. Yeah, man. I like my YouTube when I just come on my chant and share some information and people can catch it. And people can come and say, yo, what do you mean by that? Yo, I think that can work. Yeah. I like when them challenge me respectfully. I like when I'm gonna tell me, so then why you think it but that can't. It's just like a man that send me some tape and I say, you need to authenticate. And me I say, that's because you're a slave, you have them kind of nonsense. Which school you go to learn that bullshit? Some guru teach you that nonsense. And who you think teach a guru them that fuckery? The very CIA people, the very colonists, the very government. So they're gonna keep you right in that loop. Boy, my thing is, watch me now. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, you're there, but we're separate and apart on this thing. Yeah, me now have no authority over you over there, and you now have no authority over me. Because you're a public servant, naturally you become my servant. Because you choose to work in the public, and you choose to subscribe your own oath of office. And I man tell the them, just challenge any lawful police officer. Just have them read their oath of allegiance to you. And then you ask them, now, sir, how can I help you? Then probably just smile and turn, go back about them. All when you're wrong, them are just know so them not forget a ticket. You understand? Because just by them, I recite them oath of allegiance. It'll tell you, sir, them have no authority at all about them I give a traffic stop. Them for tell you, say, speed up or slow down. That's it. Them not even give you a ticket. I tell you, say you run red light or you run green light or you run yellow light. Them things they not apply. Them things they apply to goats, cow, and donkey. Pussy would fair apply to me as this living man. When me own everything. You mad? Which court? But tear down them court, them man. With truth. It cannot apply to me, the man. It can only apply to this piece of person, this legal fiction. So when I talk about citizen, here is a citizen. Citizenship and citizenry, here it is, sodomite. This is it, a piece of paper. And this them I use and mash up the world. Paper. And hear them trick. Them get in your thing, and then them assign you out of your thing. So you was the beneficiary in this, you're just a trustee. And them are benefit from everything. This is the risk management where them play the game. So you see the moment you submit to be in this piece of paper, them win. Them get almost $3 million just on a traffic court case. Every time them have you pay $10,000 ticket, them earn $1 million US. A big money business. That's why they maintain the slavery. Why you think, you know, so them pretty out there? Them business are flourish, cause them slave, them asleep. Them say, hey, we woke. I'm woke. I see me, I look at them, the fuck are you still sleeping? You just sleepwalking. Woke where? Dumbass. Man, you hit yourself on that post. Oh, them woke. Woke where? How? And you can't talk like me. You try that Babylon running in your house and lock your ass up and throw away the key. Because Babylon say you're a slave. But you can't express like how me express. You got to cut to them and say, Title 42 said, and rule, and them say, yes, it's all of that. That's why we know you're a slave, come with it. When them come to me, I say, Sodomite, pussy, who you? You know what I mean? Warred. Yeah, man, you know, have a contract. I always have contract, you know. As you meet and greet with me, yeah, greet me with a contract. See it there? Right in your face. Pussy, you can't read. That's why I say them always are going to be at fault. Because them always a trespass. When them do not have constitutional authority, them a trespass against you. It's just that somehow we don't know the law. We don't know if we apply it. And then we don't have no money. So we just go on side. When I say dismiss, it's like we no count our key. We can't even bring a case. Because we can't afford the bus fare, forgot the court. You understand? Forgot try to bring a case. So where the fuck we have to just deck with beat up. We say, what Babylon beat we up? We say, fuck it, come. We can't fight. We can't hire an attorney, because them trick we, you know, and say, yo, you can go down here to go talk to the legal aid and free attorney. And your bossy ready and go down there. And when them say, you have to pay $2,500 for this fee and that fee, and you might need a real attorney. They're scam. It's all scam. Game. So you better study. So now, I study just a little bit. When I go in the court, them don't want me in them court. I don't like that. I forgot to try to do something for go back to them court then. Yeah, man. Well, I still have an open case. Statute of limitation now go move on fraud. And then when you talk about freedom, them things are what you call novelty case. Because them things send me advocate about right to travel like me an idiot. What kind of right to travel? I not always a travel. What the fuck right me need to travel? You understand? Me a travel, me not on a visa, me a travel without visa a long time. So me don't know what the craziness is. You understand? You have things where apply to people who are slave, and you have things where it just can't apply to you. And then again, it depends upon who you are, because everybody have a different spirit that animate them. You know what I mean? Some people, you know, have an easygoing spirit. Some people have a rebellious spirit. Yeah, man. And some people just not go really rebel, them just will just resist, you know? Them just always will put up a resistance. Yeah, man. Meaning them just stay peaceful, but them are resist. Them not participate. John, I saw the time stay. Watch on, man. I forgot to wrap it up here now, brother. We've gone 2 hours already. I'm like, boy, me I tell him he's a man. Hey, I can't chat in a bedroom. Yeah. My lady was said, Brethren,
Listen.
you talk for 1 hour, Brethren, you can talk, you know. Yeah, man. But yeah, we can wrap it up on thing. They them can take the floor if
There you go.
you have nothing to chant out the Jaguar, go on.
No, man, I mean, everything good same way, man. Everything good same way, step by step same way, you know?
So what go on the nature?
Everything is good as far as I can say. I can't complain about anything.
Yes, sir. Give them.
Step by step.
All right, now, sir. We're in our time now where we got through some rough time and things. But and like I said, this and that are going on, you know. It's just that we find a peace. So we say, you know what? We're good enough. Yeah, man. Because nothing external should make we good. I mean, I just for balance with internal and we should be good. And that's all I do. So people hear me say, hey, fuck! And them swear to me mad, I'm upset, I'm miserable. People, it's a total opposite. It's
You
really
understand?
I worry I heal me to the respectable youth, I like them youth that cause you know when a proper youth them and them a go work and put in them time and you know what I mean? Own them little house and them nice. Yeah man, and the warrior heal me and me heal him and give him back a heal and I say you good and me I say brother, I'm really good man. I don't have nothing to complain about. I just can't tell nobody that but I'm good. Yeah man, just keep it simple man. Cause another this and the that really, as I say again, you have some man have millions of dollars and you see in the public, yeah, one big show. But you see when them come from under the public, then head are hurt then. It's stress all over the place. Them have too much money. So them can never have peace of mind. You understand? Yeah, man. And then you will have people where do not make that the distraction. Me have my money, me have my business, and me just compartmental everything. So me can just relax and have the peace of mind. Why the fuck me gonna have a lot of money and can't get peace of mind? If me gonna get a bag of money and have to live in a torment and misery, then you keep the money.
That doesn't make no sense.
You keep that money. You understand?
Hmm.
Yeah,
You never
man.
had peace to begin with. You never had peace to begin with, you know?
Yes, yeah, I agree. That's why I'm say from inside everything there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, well, forgive thanks for that moment, you know. A long time when I chop it up. I will I keep on for touch on this, you know, but yeah. Yeah. They them can make them own personal common law ID. That's not going into detail with that per se, but I have to structure some
Mhm.
things for us. Because even me, I got build an affidavit and structure it for myself. Because me I tell you, say, you have to operate separate and distinct. So them boy you look on them database and irrespective of what them database say, the database honor me. I am he. So if me I say me no consent to what you are dealing with. Anything else where you try is slavery. Anything and everything is slavery. It's against the law. But you have to really, have the knowledge and choose to stand up. Yeah, you're not breaking the law, exercising your fundamental right to be free. What law you could have break when that is the law? Yeah, man. Statutes, them are bring down and legal standards, and that them are push and I call law, but it's not law. And then them use judge opinion, stays there sees, cannot call that law. Yeah, man. I am he that say a judge is presumed to know law, meaning you don't know no law pussy. It's a presumption, but me they have to tell us a joker in front of me, you better stand down. Really? 'Cause as a judge, you're still a public servant, which in me and your boss, or when you purport yourself to be judge. 'Cause again, me know the distinction so you can only interact and interface with a piece of paper. Sodomite pass a place and think you can interact with me, I gonna have right for retaliate. Yeah man, I'm gonna retaliate perpetually. But we have to warn and say, oh no wrong. Yeah, me I'm not the slave where you can just play the game the way. And our people, we are choose to express ourselves as West Indian, as American Indian, as Awak Indian. We are all choose to be free. Our choice that. So even if we have driver's license, even if we have anything at all, can me tell you, if me have a driver's license for any reason at all, me a place a adhesive stamp on the back of it, put it in such a way, if it use one of them small stamp there, and then me cancel the stamp. So when a police pull me, any ticket when give me, once me not hurt and harm my body, me not go ever pay. Me I go in a court and show the judge my license and tell her, say, boy, this is just a legal entity and me are the man. And here it is in the federal jurisdiction, which is above yours. So anything where you want to do, we can go back and forth as long as you want. But you won't be able to convict me and not get a penny from me. And the longer you keep me, you're going to have to go compensate. Because what you are saying a law. Road Traffic Act and a law. Road Traffic Act is unconstitutional because they remove Part 2 and Part 4 provisions from that 1938 Road Traffic Act. So there is no traffic act that is lawful. The moment you challenge any traffic act without a verified victim of damage, anytime you challenge it, you're going to win. It's just a matter of playing the game in the court in and out. But the Road Traffic Act is unconstitutional. But when you colonize, when you're a slave, you just follow the bullshit presumed authority and just live in a slavery. So slavery, this is the sophisticated slavery. This is it. This is it. And we can break it down in some other ways, but we don't take too long. And next day we'll come going at it again. Because something go on. Me no leg or nothing, man. Me not stop neither. I don't notice that. Me just go on and when them have to go say, yo, give him feel like a bit and make him go on there, man. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
nobody else.
Take it easy. Take it easy. One at a time. One at a time. Just
The
right
thing,
there is enough information to study a lot. To study from.
That's all right, right?
come on, because when me come
If
in
only
from
people knew.
court still, it actually write down what it actually take place. So I wouldn't have to keep on, go back in my memory. So
Mm.
next, me can actually, go through the memory when I write down into regards to what go on.
Wait,
But
say,
yeah,
well, you go through it here now or next time, because we are come off now in the area. What do it?
I say,
Yeah, but do it.
no man, I say that's why me wait for the other one. That's why me just make a quick run through where me not really give no brief nothing. Cause me I say the time 2.5 hour. So me I say on the next one now, if anything, me can just,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We can just build a live and all tomorrow or whenever you're free, we just build a live when you come chant. And then you know me, you go always have some kind of opinion about the
yes, sir.
number one, when you're a free man, you gotta ask question. What is a
Yes, sir.
court? And through your ordinary man, you gotta say a court is a level playing field where some man play tennis pan. I'm hear about golf course, but that's not a court. Everybody start laugh now. So when you are going at that foreign vessel in dry dock, it's not really a court. When you go in there, you're gonna see somebody where say them a judge sit down way up in the sky saying them a God I look down upon you. You
Sir,
understand? So that's not a level playing field. So right there, you know you're not in a court. Something else are going. But they're
same,
not.
sir.
Something else are going on. So I dismiss them court. I'm glad when them no want me in there. But anytime them invite me, I have a problem of going there. Because I love going there and make them know, sir, I am he, I am law. You know what I mean? I can tell any judge, say, Joker, all the money where you spend go here so-called legal school for go learn legality. And I call it law. Joker, I am he. You can't fool me. You understand? Because I remove that jurisdiction every time. Every time I go in a court and unseat any judge, all judge, just by the information on the key. Sometimes entertain them, because when you want to learn, you can entertain. And then you have some beautiful judge. Me not talk one-sided like me or anything. No. You have some really beautiful judge in there who really interact and participate with you and teach you a lot. And watch me now, subtly. You have to learn to take silent judicial notice to learn a lot of things. Yeah, man. Anyway, it's so my love talk, man. Hey, me I tell you, it's man. I should have done a lot there in a rasta. Anyway, complete gratitude. Salute out there. Heart of love to the item. May the most I guide and protect the item and all the items out there.
Yeah.
Honor,
Sir,
yes.
respect
Salute.
and power.
Salute.
Watch out, now, and you have to go work on a radio station for your eye,
You know,
I know,
sir.
right?
We have a
Sir,
Why not?
you have a youth went flying with a link, the man. I just me if up my thing and link up with him and get some item in. Because you know me a sovereign man. Which Jamaica I come talk to me about my radio station. Me and go and make sure my thing up where them can't jam my thing, cause them joker they can't talk to me about nothing at all. License oh, I am E when license doesn't apply. No kind of license. You don't talk to me. You don't interfere with my liberty. Cause remember, I got through it already and tell them, you know. So you see now when my judgment them I gonna say, I want to bring an indictment cause him do this and the court I gonna say, we can't touch that one. Yeah, in our jurisdiction. Cause we hear him a warn on every day if you stop fuck with him and who go fuck with him. So I want to take it. Yeah, man. Salute out there, Dean Williams. Anna, Chelsea Ali, one wise lady, complete gratitude. Oh man, watching from Australia. Forgive me. I miss you out there. I could have easily highlight you from Australia because I really see some Australian have peep the thing and watch me not salute out there. One wise lady, and the other lady, I like that. Salute, madam. Yeah, man. All the way from hey, Jaguar. Remember, I tell you, sir, we have some information where even when me not get more than 5 and 10 and some like a 20 view, you see when me look, I'm gonna see some place where all 10 people are watch my thing. I say, wait, hear me now, no? I can't even call the name them, you know. And which part name? Who's boost best kids can? And that me I say, no, because
Whoa.
they couldn't talk
What?
English. You understand? I'm like, what? Yeah, man. Salute, 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 wise one. Salute. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. A little bit unique, our style. Sometimes raw, but when you're free, you express yourself freely. When you're a slave, you're restricted. You know, you have to stay politically correct. We're not political. We're non-political. So who bond them, man? Quick. And then them say, yeah, in my attitude. No, man, that's how we stay. We are electric. That's why we go on, so. You know, so we sit down and can't stay still. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is fool, bro. Yeah,
Number
we be
one,
moving.
I didn't know Bridget, but I tell
We
you,
do be moving. We be moving.
yeah, man. Anyway,
Yo,
we're gonna do it again, man. Complete gratitude, man. Step by step, you know. The brave may fall, but never
salute.
heal. And we is bold and brave out there. Firm and strong. Give thanks, warriors. Give thanks. Salute subscribers and salute to the people in the chat at this moment. Complete gratitude. I like the energy. Yeah, man, I like the energy. Yeah, man. Honor out there. Honor out there. Salute.
Salute. Salute. Salute, my general.